8:17 Sunday morning. We are done with this little leg and we're packed up and fixing to hit the trail. Next stop is going to be Winding Stair. Then we'll hit Viles Branch. And Viles Branch will hit the Athens Big Fork. We'll be back at the truck before you know it.
Hopefully.
Next 2 hours or so. We're going to try to get back to the truck early enough. We can get over to the store in Langley and get us a victory meal. Get us a big bacon cheeseburger or something. So it's been a good trip so far. We had a good night. A few ticks. He didn't know it, but he almost had an armadillo crawl up in his sleeping bag with him last night. I got a little video of that. I'll post with this later. But other than that, it wasn't too cold. We both slept pretty good and we're ready to hit the trail. So here we go.
Beautiful day.
Yes, another beautiful day. Here's our little Missouri water crossing. We cross it twice. Kind of see it off in the distance right there past that little rock island right there. Got our water shoes on. We'll get ready to go across. And after that, we'll be on down towards the Winding Stair, real scenic area. So. That's the road going across right there. And then through there, right through there, and across again.
That's really good. Alright, so that's 10 miles, huh?
Alright. I just told him I was going to do something stupid and video this river crossing. It's going to go slow and easy. Ooh, it's cold. It is very cold. Got calf high all over my calf. Yeah, I think the trail's right there. Although there's no blaze whatsoever, but there's an orange marker. Definitely a trail right there. Now, just gotta find a place to stop and put our boots back on. Looks like a good spot right here. We're on the Viles Branch section of the trail. It's kind of something that you look forward to after so much of the rugged parts of the hike. Viles Branch is known for being relatively flat. Some people say it's kind of a boring part of the trail, but there's a really pretty creek right through there, and you see some of the pretty parts of it along the way, and you know, it's not bad. I like it because it's flat, and you can make up some lost time from some of the stops that you do along the way, and some of the parts of the hike where you just slow down to a crawl. Coming up the mountain there at Albert Pike last night was, I guess, you know, it was late in the day. We were already tired. We had done about 10 miles at that point, and it was tough. Felt like we were crawling up the mountain, and we kind of were. The trail switched back several times back and forth, and somebody has just made another trail that just goes straight up it, and I thought that was the trail at first, so we skipped the first 2 or 3 switchbacks and we're going up a pretty steep incline up that shortcut. Little campsite right here, right on the creek. It blows my mind to see the debris. There's a can, a regular metal spoon, a grill. You know, people leave that stuff behind, and who do they think's gonna get it? But there's a real pretty part of the creek right there. Yeah. There's a little stream that's just feeding that waterfall I just took pictures of right over there. And then there's another pretty part of the creek right through there. Yeah, a lot of people say this stretches. Well, we are about a little over a mile from the Athens Big Fork junction with the Viles Branch Trail. So, and it's easy right in here, so I'm thinking probably 20-30 minutes we should be there. And then we're about 2.2 miles from the truck at that point. But we got 2 tough mountains. We got the mountain there at Eagle Rock Vista, and one of these days I'm gonna find out what the name of that mountain is. I don't know if it's Eagle Rock Mountain or what. If you see in this video and you know what it is, comment. Tell me what it is. I guess I could just look somewhere, but anyway. And then Brush Heap after that. We probably are not going to do either one of the spur trails to the vistas, just because, I mean, we're ready to wrap everything up, and we would love to get to the store at Langley before it closes and get that bacon cheeseburger. So we're just gonna try our best to get through that and try to be done by 3 o'clock. I mean, if we can get to the trail intersection up there at 1, which is only about 30 minutes away, then that gives us 2 hours to go 2.2 miles, which I'm telling you, at my age and carrying this 30-pound backpack and water and everything, I can't go any faster than a mile an hour through those tough climbs. So, but I think I usually average about a mile an hour. So we'll see. Sure miss my wife, Robbie K. She's getting herself back in shape, and if I can pry her away from Murdy May, our 1973 Airstream that we bought a couple of weeks ago, get her away from that for a while, strap that new Atmos Aura backpack onto her, and get her out here. Some of these trails, you know, for the most part, it's a rugged trail. They say it's probably one of the hardest loops in Arkansas, but that's mainly because of that Athens Big Fork section. And that was a tough climb last night there at Albert Pike. That mountain there is you know, it's pretty tough, but you can hike this Viles Branch section right here. You know, you could do it overnight or on it. It's an easy hike. There's not any mountain to climb. And there's several beautiful campsites right along the creek that that you could just do, you know, a 2-night trip. I mean, a 1-night trip, 2 nights if you want to, and you know, have some beautiful scenery and easy hiking. But there's also sections there on the Little Missouri River for probably 10 or 12 miles from the Little Missouri Trailhead up in the northwest corner of the loop, all the way down to Albert Pike. Is an easy hike. I mean, we saw several people that were saying that they were just doing like an overnighter, or a lot of people out there just day hiking. So anyway, Robbie K, we're gonna get that backpack on you yet. And come out here and do some hiking with your hubby. So yeah, we're trying to get to this next point, and then we're gonna stop, take us about a 5-minute break, grab us some water, and then, sorry, there's a squirrel or something over there. Chug down a little bit of water before we hit those last 2 mountains. See y'all there. It's 1:11. We've hit the junction. Just looked at the elevation map, and up to Eagle Rock Vista. It's a half a mile from where we're at, and it's just over 500 feet up. So we got our work cut out for us over the next, we're gonna do this in about 15 minutes, you said?
You're gonna run.
15 minutes. Hey, we did see a trail runner yesterday. There was a guy that was running this whole loop. Well, I don't know. We didn't ask him if he was doing the whole loop, did we? He was out here running, and I don't know.
Hardly any gear.
Yeah, it didn't have any gear, so I guess if you was trail running the whole thing, you could do it in a day easy, but I just don't know how you could run up this. Matter of fact, let me turn this phone off before I fall and break my neck. I made it up to the top of the mountain here at the Eagle Rock Vista. Half a mile, 525 feet. And I told George, I said, I'm gonna just go and see how, not really necessarily how fast I can do it, but how I guess how quick I could do it without stopping. I stopped like 4 times, I think. Once to get water, and then 3 short breathers, and did it in 37 minutes. So kind of proud of that. That definitely beats the other times that I've done it. I don't know, I've never really timed myself, but I know that's a tough climb. 525 feet in a half a mile is a pretty tough climb. I'm gonna walk on out here to the Vista real quick while I'm waiting on him. This is the Vista Trail, Eagle Rock Vista. So a lot of times there's people sitting out here, but I hadn't heard anybody. Kind of see what looks like as you're walking out to one of the highest points out here. This is as far as I've ever gone. Looking at the Google Earth, that trail goes on back out there, and it looks like it stretches on for a mile or so when you're looking at it on that. This is the vista. As you can see, it is an amazing view up here. The trail is somewhere right over in there. And then the Athens Big Fork Trail is right over in there, and cuts across that little saddle right through there. Can't see it now. Last time I was up here, there wasn't as many leaves on the trees. You could see the trail from here. But it's a cool little spot. Alright, we're on our last climb. Just checked, we are 1.5 miles from the car. We're going up Brush Heap Mountain right now from the south side. From my calculations from this app, says it's about a 250-foot climb and 4/10 of a mile. We could do that easy. Well, I don't know about easy, but we can do that. It's the last climb. We should be at the car in probably about the next hour or so. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm getting really close. Actually, I know I'm really close, but I just looked at the GPS. Last time I was up here, though, it was 6:30 in the evening, and a few days after Thanksgiving, and it was dark. So I had no idea really how close I was. I remember I had my keys in my hand, and I kept hitting the unlock button so I could see how far the car was. But this time I know that there's the road, and right around the corner from that is a truck. George is just a little way behind me. There it is, Black Beauty. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. That was a good hike. We are going to wrap it up and either head to Langley or Glenwood and have our victory meal. Yes. This trip is a wrap. I'll get some video of George as he's coming around the corner here in just a second.
Okay, I cheated.
I'm sitting here with my camera aimed over there at the trail, waiting on you to pop your head up through there. And I hear you sticks coming up from behind me. Your handles.
I didn't walk the entire trail.
Ah.
That's the last 500 feet on the road.
Ah.